Hey everyone, long time no see. I know it has been a hot minute since I have gotten on here and talked to you guys. I've actually been in London the past few months studying abroad, so that's where I've been, and I could film a whole video talking about that whole study abroad experience, but we have something much more important to discuss today, and that is the best products of 2017. This is like my favorite video to film all year. Like, this is my favorite. I love just discussing the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the products I've just been loving over the past year. Okay, so I have a crap ton of products in front of me, so I'm just gonna start getting into it and try to be as concise as possible so this video isn't like 2 hours long. Alright, let's just get right into it with primer. This is the holy grail. Oh my god, nobody talks about it on YouTube, but it needs more love. This is the Clinique Super Primer Universal Base Primer. This is glue for your makeup. I think if you have dry, oily, combo, sensitive skin, this is perfect. Clinique just has it down when it comes to like getting products that don't like break out your skin and like just really good skin products. I mean, their skincare line is fantastic in my opinion, and I love their foundations, and I love this primer so freaking much. It's moisturizing in a way that doesn't make you oily, if that makes sense. I have combo skin and I apply this all over my face and I feel like it is just perfect. Doesn't make me oily, doesn't emphasize any dry spots, just totally perfect. I think the title nails it. It is universal. So I just have a sample size. This has lasted me like a year. There's so much product in this sample, and I'm definitely repurchasing it as soon as I kick the bottle. So speaking of Clinique, I love this foundation. This is my summer shade. I honestly need to get a lighter shade because this is just that good. It doesn't have the ideal dispenser, so you kind of have to shake it up and like get it on your finger, so that kind of sucks, but you can always like purchase a pump and, you know, do your own thing. But I don't, it's a hassle, but like it's so worth it because the product is so good. Again, I have combo skin and this is just perfect. It melts right into your skin, but it gives really good coverage. I do have some acne problems, can't see because I have foundation on, but this covers so well and it looks so natural, kind of dewy. It just looks like your skin. It is so good. These two have been my latest obsession. I don't know why, but I love the combination of these two. So this is the L'Oreal Infallaible Pro Matte Foundation. This is my holy grail foundation. I love the Clinique one, I love this L'Oreal Mercier one, but this is it. Like, events, anything, like I know this was gonna hold up. It is so good for oily skin. For combo oily skin, this is gonna be it. So good. Such good coverage, and it looks pretty natural on the skin, so I love this. And I really like the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Oil-Free Photo Edition Foundation. I really like this on its own as well, but together they are like, so good. Alright, moving on to concealers, I have two. Of course, gotta mention the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This has been a holy grail for years. I mean, literally for like at least 5 years. This will seriously cover anything. It looks so good under the eyes. I freaking love this. I can't even tell you how many times I've repurchased this. As I said, I was in London for a few months and I do have something UK specific. I'm so sorry, but I think you can order this on Amazon, or if you're in the UK, I think it's available in Canada too. Don't quote me on that, but this is the Bourjois Radiant Reveal Concealer. This is so good. If I had to choose between the Maybelline Fit Me and the Bourjois, I would still choose the Maybelline Fit Me because it is just so good and it has better coverage than this. But the thing I really like about this is it's so lightweight. So the days that you're kind of just doing concealer, mascara, brows, and out the door, this is perfect because it has enough coverage to like cover your under eyes. I would never put this on a blemish because it's really dewy looking and it just wouldn't cover, but just to kind of like give your eyes a little bit of a lift and just for like a very natural makeup day, this is perfect. It doesn't need to go with a foundation. It doesn't need to go with anything. Like, you can just put it on and that could be it. So I really like this for natural makeup days. And of course for powder, no surprise at all. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. Holy grail. Oh my god, so creamy, so finely milled. This is my favorite powder of all time. I've repurchased it so many times. It looks really good for setting the foundation or for little touch-ups. It just looks so good. Doesn't like sit on the skin, really like melts into the skin, and I freaking love this. It's like $8 at the drugstore and you can't beat it. So for bronzer, we have a mega standout. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Basically a cult favorite here on YouTube. It is so good. It looks really natural on the skin. It has a it definitely has a satin finish. It doesn't have any like glitter or like really shimmer in it. It just looks really, really natural. It has like a little bit of a glow to it, but nothing where it's like that's a sparkly bronzer. It just looks very natural on the skin. By no means is this a contour, but it is a really good way to warm up your face, especially in the winter because it is a pretty pale shade. So you definitely have to have a lighter complexion to make this work. Unfortunately, they just don't have the shade range out there. It kind of sucks, but hopefully they're going to fix that soon. Also, it smells like summer in a pan. Like, it is so good. It smells like coconuts and like a little bit like sunscreen. It just reminds me of the beach. So in terms of contour, I have been loving this sleek contour kit in the shade Light. So the highlight's really good in this, but I use this for the contour. It is perfection on my skin. I love it so, so, so much. They have, I believe, a medium and deep one too, which is really cool because they have the shade range out there, which Physicians Formula does not. It is just so damn good. Like, it is, the product just like melts into your skin. Sleek gets powders so right, it's ridiculous. Seriously, this is the best contour I have found, and I believe Sleek is coming to America, so don't kill me. Again, this was a purchase I got in London, so I love it so, so much. The best contour I have yet to find. Alright, moving on to highlights. We got a lot of ground to cover here. I have been going ham on my highlights. So I will start out with an oldie but a goodie. This is Becca Champagne Pop. I have been obsessed for years now. As soon as it came out, I was like, you're mine and I'm yours, and this is just the greatest love affair of all time. This just never fails. It's a blinding, beautiful highlight. No matter how pale I get or how tan I get, this is so freaking good. No complaints. Becca gets it right. Jaclyn Hill got this right. It is just the most beautiful champagne-y gold color. The next two I found in London, but I know Makeup Revolution is available in the US now. So this is their Renaissance Glow palette. The bronzer is really, really light. You have to be really, really pale to make this work. Like, really, really pale. But it would barely even work on me now, and I'm really pale. So it's really good as an eyeshadow though, so I like it for that purpose. But the main thing in this palette is the highlight. This highlight, I mean, it is stunning. It is so good. You can barely see it, but so reflective. It's just like this beautiful vanilla shade. It is so, so, so good. So if you can get your hands on this, a Renaissance Glow palette, do it. This highlight makes it 100% worth it. Again, I'm pretty sure Sleek is coming to the US, and everybody talks about this Sleek palette. This is the highlighting palette in Solstice, and obviously it's the shade that I am in love with. It is just so freaking blinding. It's ridiculous. So you can just see from there, it looks basically pearly because it's so reflective, but it's not. It doesn't look white on your skin at all. It just looks like you are beaming. Like people could spot you from outer space because you are beaming that bright when you have this highlight on. It is so freaking good. The cream product in this is pretty good as well. Not my favorite, but like it does the trick. I do like this kind of yellow toned highlight too. It's not as like bamming your face, but it is nice. Not a huge fan of this like pinky purpley shade. It just doesn't look the best on my skin tone, but it is really worth it for that blinding bottom shade right here. So, so good. So I have one more highlighting favorite. I know, don't kill me, but seriously, been loving the highlights. It is a Smashbox Spotlight palette in the shade Pearl. I mean, this is my go-to. Like, if I don't want like a blinding highlight, then I usually go for this palette. This was done by Casey Holmes, which is one of my favorite YouTubers out there. Been following her for years, and this is so damn good. So I really love this specifically for these two shades. All of them are really, really good, but the last one has a little bit of glitter, and I don't really love glitter in my highlight, but if I'm like going out and I want a like really bold highlight that has like a pinky undertone, then I'll go for that one. But I really love combining these two. They are just so beautiful. It makes you look like you're glowing from within. It doesn't sit on the skin. It just looks so perfect. Doesn't emphasize any texture on the skin, which is a big problem for me because I do have texture. And I love this. This is like my go-to everyday highlight. And I really like this first shade just for highlighting the rest of my face. So I'll take it down the nose, cupid's bow, chin, forehead, and it looks so good. It doesn't look like you have anything sitting on the skin. It just looks like you're naturally glowing, and I love it. So if I had to recommend any highlighting palette to you, it would be this. It is so, so good. Okay, so I have 3 blushes to mention. The first one is discontinued, Don't Kill Me, but this I use every single freaking day, and I need Physicians Formula to bring this back. Or if you guys love this blush and have recommendations for something just like this, give them to me, because I don't even know what I'm going to do when I hit pan on this. This is the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Sexy Glow Blush in the shade Natural. It has this beautiful vanilla scent to it. It is so shimmery, which I know a lot of people don't like. I know a lot of people like the matte blushes, but this has such a natural glow to it. I don't know if you can really tell, but it makes your cheeks look so like perfectly glowy and naturally blushed. I can't get enough of this blush. Seriously, I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit pan on this. I'm like mad I even swatched that because it is so good. So if you know a really good like shimmery glowy blush, let me know down below. I need recommendations, or I need Physicians Formula to bring this back. It was so freaking good. But alas, I have 2 other blush favorites. So the first one obviously is Nars Orgasm. I am still obsessed with this blush. I know it was like a craze like years ago, but I'm still on this bandwagon. It is not, in my opinion, as good as the Physicians Formula because this has much more like finely milled shimmer in it, and it just makes you look like you're glowing, versus the Nars Orgasm has like gold shimmer, like almost like glitter in it, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I really like, I'm a big fan of it, but not as much as my Physicians Formula, so I'm sorry. But it is a really, really good blush. I use it all the time. It is just so good. It's a holy grail favorite, a cult favorite, because it is just amazing. And then we have the Becca Shimmering Skin Mineral Blush Champagne Splits. So I know it has the Champagne Pop highlighter in it, and it has the blush Flowerchild in it, which I really, really love. I think it's Flowerchild at least. Yeah, Flowerchild. And this is a matte blush. I would say it has a bit of a satin finish to it, but I really, really like this if I'm in the mood for a matte blush. It is so good. The color of this is just so perfect. It's like this peachy pinky color, and it looks so, so good on so many skin tones. Seriously, love this blush. Alright, so for brows, it is just the Benefit Gimme Brow. It has been for years. I have talked extensively about this on my channel. This is just like a mini size. The formula is great. I have really, really thick brows as it is, so I don't fill them in or anything like that. Because I know I'm so weird. Everybody's like on that brow game, and I'm just like, I don't give a crap. Like, I just don't ever feel like doing anything with them. They're really, really thick, and I don't know. I don't love my brows, and I just like, I get them waxed every now and then, and that's really it. So I don't really like to fuss with them, and I really, really love this brow gel because it makes them look like filled in and everything like that, sets them in place in all like one quick step. So love, love the Gimme Brow. Okay, so for eyeshadow, usually I go ham, and I have like 10 different palettes to show you guys, but surprisingly it has just been this one. And if you know me, you know what I'm about to say, because my heart lies with Jaclyn Hill. Literally, I love her so much. I've been following her for probably 6 years now. Seriously, 5-6 years. Like, I love this woman. I mean, I have like all of her like stuff that she's done with Becca right now, like right in front of me. Champagne Pop, her palette with Becca, her other eyeshadow palette with Becca that didn't really get released. Anyways, I ordered this the second it got released, and it has just been my palette of the year. I've had it probably since the summer. I think it's got released in like July or something like that. This has everything. This is like my holy grail palette right now. I mean, I just like can't get enough of it. Really, really like this bronzy shade right here. The mattes in this palette are like exceptional, and probably why I keep going back to it so often, because it just has every single matte brown that I would need. So I really like this like baby pukey color. Sorry, you can barely see that. The baby pukey color right here. These two transition shades up here are really good. Inner corner highlights up here are perfect. Love this gold over here. This is one of my favorite matte browns of all time. I think this is called Buns. And then we have these deeper two chocolatey shades over here. Perfect. I really love this shade right here. This is like a champagne-y color. This is a really, really pretty bronzy champagne-y color. It has a bit of warmth to it too. And I love this green, this like olivey green. It is so good. I use that as liner on like days where I'm like a little bit of pop. And I did it for a Christmas party and I got so many compliments because it literally has, it's just like so beautiful. It has a bit of blue to it too, and it's just like perfect. It is so good for brown eyes. I love this palette to freaking death. Jaclyn did it so right. And then I have one other eyeshadow type product that I really like, and this is from Mally Beauty. This is the Shadow Stick Extra in the shade Autumn Shimmer. I will swatch this for you guys because it's just such a unique shade, and it doesn't really need anything like with it. It's just a really good like one shadow look. That is not doing justice at all, but it's basically like a mauve bronze shimmer. Okay, so I tried to adjust the lighting and it is just not helping. So it's right here. Just take my word for it. It is such a beautiful, unique shade. I have nothing like it in my collection, and I really, really love these like one shadow looks where it's like I'm running out the door, I want a little something, and I just swipe it on over my eyes and it like brings out my eyes. It's shimmery, it's perfect, doesn't crease. Love these shadow sticks. They don't get enough love. Mally Beauty is like so underhyped. This is really an amazing product. Alright, for mascara we have two holy grails. So I have one that is ridiculously expensive. I think it's like $30+ and I hate myself because I love it so much. But this is the Givenchy. I don't really know. I'm not fancy enough to know that. Phenomen'eyes mascara. It is so good. This is my second tube of it. I won't even lie. I always ask for it for my birthday because I'm like, I can't actually spend this money. But look at the brush. So you're like, what is that? But basically you just like wiggle it like this into your eyelashes. And it just, I actually have it just on my eyes today, and it just gives this really, really pretty fanning effect. I absolutely love this mascara. It is really, really natural. So if you're the type of person that likes like really like voluminous lengthened lashes, pass. But I naturally have pretty long lashes. I am blessed for that. But I really, really like just my lashes to be pretty natural, but I like them to be curled and I like them to be found out. So this is perfect for me. It doesn't have a lot of volume, so again, I'm warning you, if you like that, if you want your lashes to be like ba-bam, pass. Hardcore pass. This is just to like fan out the lashes, make them look really, really natural, and I freaking love it. And of course, I have to mention the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I usually, if I want a little bit more like oomph to my look, I didn't do it today, but I frequently do it. I will use the Givenchy mascara and then put the CoverGirl Clump Crusher like over it, just a light layer over it, and it will just like curl them even more, like add a little bit of length, add a little bit of volume, and it just, the combination of these are so good. I know it's probably really stupid to buy like a $30 mascara and like cover it with like a really cheap drugstore mascara, but I really, really, really love the combination of these two. So CoverGirl Clump Crusher, if you're balling on a budget, this is so freaking good. The water resistant mascara version of it, I love it. And Givenchy, if you're looking to splurge, this is perfect. So moving on to lip products, these are all glosses. For some reason, I can't get on like the matte lip train. I just can't do it. I love having like a balmy texture on my lips, and I love how glossy lips look. Like, sue me, I know they're not like really in style. I know matte is like the thing, but I just can't do it. I am on my own terrain here because I just can't get enough glosses. I refuse to buy any matte liquid lips, and I'm not a huge lipstick person either. Usually like I'll wear lipstick and then top it with these glosses. So first and foremost, these are the Delilah lip glosses. Don't kill me, they're another UK brand. I'm so sorry, but I know you can order these online. So these are so good. So you can see, like, I have used so much of this. Like, the product is like down to like here right now. Such a good pigmented gloss. I love them so much. So this one is in the shade Modesty. I've raved about this for years on my YouTube channel. It is such a really pretty medium pink color. Goes with like every makeup look. And the second shade I just got when I was recently in London, and this is called Ghost. So you can barely see it, but it is the perfect shimmery light pink lip topper. Or sometimes if I'm just going out like to a bar or a club, I will just wear this on the lips, and I think it looks so pretty, so glam, because the shimmer in this is so intense, and I love it so much. It's not gritty. You can kind of feel it in there, but it is so like reflective and juicy and so good. So that is them right there. Seriously, I think these are some of the best glosses I have ever used. And then we have one of my OG favorites. This is the Bobbi Brown gloss in the shade Buff. This is just a really pretty nude color. It has a bit of brown to it, and I really love it. I think this is a really good gloss. You can slap it on top of lipstick or just on your lips as it is. I really like it. It makes your lips look really juicy. I think it's a really nice gloss. It has a bit of a minty flavor to it, not overpowering where it's like it tingles your lips really, or it's like really unbearable. I think it's just a very subtle minty flavor, which I really like. So another gloss is actually from the drugstore. This is the Neutrogena Hydroboost Hydrating Lip Shine. I really like this gloss. I really especially like the color of it. I just think it's really pretty. I forget what the shade, it's Radiant Rose, and it's just like a really pretty rosy pink color. It's not really that pink. You can build it up on your lips to make it look that good, like that pigmented, or you can just do like a really sheer layer, which I will try to mimic on the top. So you can see you can build it up to like this really pigmented rosy color, or it can just be a nice like pinky rosy wash on your lips, which I personally like to do. So again, I don't love the applicator because it gets a little stuck when you're like trying to take it out of the tube, but I think Neutrogena did a really good job on this gloss. I think it's really good, and I definitely want to try other shades in this gloss formula. So lastly, I have this amazing gloss. This is probably my favorite that I've mentioned. This is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in the shade, actually I'm not sure what it is. I think it's 06 Rosewood Shimmer, possibly. I know the shade is 6 though, so if you look at it on the website, it like is labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or I don't know where it goes up to, but this is shade number 6. It is such a pretty nude gloss. It's right there. It smells so freaking good. It's just a very sweet smell. It's not overpowering in the slightest. I don't love this like felt. It's not even a felt. It's like this type of applicator. I don't know what it's called. It's like totally escaping me right now. Like almost like a felt tip, but it's not. I don't love it, but the product is so good. It just feels so creamy on your lips. It is not ideal for a long lasting gloss because it is so creamy rather than sticky. So I would say the Delilah ones will stick really well on your lips. It's not too sticky where it's like everything's like sticking in it, but it's like a really good gloss where it's sticky enough to stay around. This is a really creamy gloss, so it's so comfortable on lips. It is like a really good everyday go-to lip color. but it doesn't have the longevity, which I personally don't care about. I think the color and the comfort of this gloss is totally worth having to reapply a few times. But if you're looking for a really like sticky, like long wearing gloss, this is definitely not going to be for you. But if you're looking something to like put in your backpack, your purse, whatever, this is perfect. It's a really, really natural creamy gloss, and I cannot say enough good things about it. And also, just for the setting spray, I have to mention my MAC Fix Plus. I love this stuff to death. It's just so good. It is just so good. It makes everything just fuse together on your face. It makes it last longer, even for oily skin, which I have combo skin, as I mentioned a million times in this video. This is so freaking good. It is just perfect. It makes your skin looks really natural, and any like excess powder that's sitting on your face, MAC Fix Plus will just like make it all better. It will just make it really sink into the skin, make it look really natural. I freaking love this stuff. I'm sure you've been sitting here, if you're still with me, you've probably been sitting here for an hour. I know I have. I've probably been here for like 2 hours at this point. But I love these videos. I love sharing the best of the best with you guys. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was worth me sitting down for like 2 hours and talking to you guys about everything. So definitely let me know in the comments what your best products of 2017 were, because I'd love to try out new products, especially based on your guys' recommendations. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye guys.